Welcome to this Excel Basics video tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be showing you the most of the basics you need to know in order to get started using Microsoft Excel. The version of Excel that I am gonna to be using in this tutorial is Excel 2016. Let's get started. First of all, to launch Microsoft Excel 2016, I will go to Start menu. I will click here and I will search for Microsoft Excel in the file list. If I'm not seeing Microsoft Excel, it's piece of cake. Just write Excel down in the search box and you will get the Excel application icon. I will click on this application icon and waiting for Microsoft Excel to open. Now this is the first screen you can see when you open Microsoft Excel. They call it a start screen. From start screen we can do various things, like we can open the recent files we opened maybe before 1 hour, today, yesterday, or we can go to and open other workbook from here. If you click here, you will get this dialog box. In this dialog box you can see also the recent workbook you already opened on this computer using Microsoft Excel. You can open a file that you stored in OneDrive, which is the cloud storage for Microsoft company, or you can open a file you already stored in this computer by clicking here and then selecting browse, and after that navigate and select your application, your file, sorry. Okay, now so we have here recent files and open other files. Also here in this part of the screen you can see a lot of icons. These icons we call it templates. It's already made by Microsoft company and they put it for us just to take the advantage of pre-designed files. You can just click on any template here and it will be downloaded on your computer and then you can use it for free. For example, you can download blue balance sheet, business expense budgets, a credit card tracker, a summary activity calendar, or from here you can just write, for example, if you would like to search for a calendar, instead of starting from scratch and building your calendar, just write here calendar, press enter. You will get many different designs of the calendars. If you like any of them, just click on that thumbnail of the template and press create. It will be downloaded on your computer and it will be open in Microsoft Excel. You can take advantage of this design and just change the image, changing the font size, formatting. You can add your company name and that's it. So we can see here templates is a great tools or files or designs we can use in Microsoft Office in general, not only in Microsoft Excel. Here, if you would like, also here you can select from these categories to download some templates. For example, budgets category, it will give you some templates related to budget Excel files. Also you can download them. Okay, if we go back now, for our courses, each time we will use blank workbook, which means you will build your Excel file from scratch, not a template file. It's from scratch. I will click here on blank workbook After that, this is the main user interface. We can see it in Microsoft Excel 2016. Okay, here we go. Let's start here. The first part in this screen, we call it here quick access toolbar. A quick access toolbar is a toolbar we can add some commands, shortcuts on this toolbar, so we can use it all the time and access it quickly. For example, the save command, we should or we must use it each time we open Microsoft Excel and do any modification or edit any formula or adding any text. You have to save your file after you finish. So no need to go to the file and search for saving. Just add this shortcut to quick access toolbar here so you can access it quickly. If you need, like here also, undo, redo, new file, you can add to this quick access toolbar by clicking here and select the commands from this list of commands. For example, if you need to add open command to quick access toolbar, just click on open. It will be added to quick access toolbar. If you would like to remove it, go again and click again. It will be removed from quick access toolbar. Usually some students ask, how can I add a command it's not in this list? Because as we all know, Excel has thousands of commands, but here we can see only just little list of command. If you need to add a command not listed in this list, just go to more commands here, click on it, and from here you can see it's popular command. This is the most popular command the users of Microsoft Excel usually use. So you can select from this popular command, or go here and click on all commands. When you click on all commands, you will see a list of all Microsoft Excel commands. Just select any commands here and press add. It will move the command from here and put it here, which means it will be in a quick access toolbar. Just press OK and you can see the command here on quick access toolbar. If you want to remove it, just go again to more commands and click here, remove, and OK. This is how we can add or remove commands on a quick access toolbar. By the way, the quick access toolbar can be located on only two places in Microsoft Excel, either here or here below the ribbon, which means if I click here, you can select this command, show below the ribbon. Below the ribbon, it will move the quick access toolbar from above the ribbon to below the ribbon. Maybe you need to put it here for some reason, so you have this option. You can put it back above the ribbon by clicking here and select show above the ribbon. That's how we move or change the position of quick access toolbar. This is quick access toolbar. After that, we have here home, insert, page layout. We call it tabs. When you click on any tab, all commands in the ribbon here will be changed. We call this part of screen the ribbon. So now we are in page layout ribbon. If you click here, it's formulas ribbon. If you click here, it's data ribbon. So when you click on tabs, it will automatically change all the commands on the ribbon. Okay, now if you take a quick look on the ribbon, you can notice that each ribbon here split it into groups. Clipboard group, this is the first group, and if you move here, it's font group, here alignment group, number group. So they classify or divide each ribbon into groups, so we can access a bunch of commands related to each other at the same place. Also, we can note some groups have this little button. We call it launch button. If you click on this button, It will give you more commands related to this group. For example, here we have font groups, and we can notice that we have maybe 10 or 12 commands. But if you click here, you will see a full list of font commands here. So they put the most famous commands in the group here, and for more commands or advanced commands, just click on launch button and you will see the whole commands. We can notice some groups, they don't have the launch button because there is no more commands, like cells only here, insert, delete and format, and there's no more commands related to this group. This is the ribbon. By the way, you can make the ribbon auto hide by double click here on any of tabs above the ribbon. For example, double click on home, it will make it hidden. If you want to pick any command, just click on it and select the command, then when you click out, it will be disappear. So we can make the ribbon auto hide. If you want to make it fixed again as previous, just double click on any of these tabs, double click 1, 2, it will be fixed now. Okay, so this is the quick access toolbar, and we have here the tabs, the ribbon, and in this part of screen we have this part, we call it formula bar. It's one of the most important parts of Microsoft Excel, and we will see it in details and we will use it all the time. Also here we have the name box, which containing the name of each cell in Microsoft Excel. Also we will come back and we will take some examples for how to use name box and formula bar. Okay, now for this part of screen we call it Excel sheet. We have by default here one Excel sheet, which means you can imagine it as a book, and inside this book you have different sheets. So by default we have only one sheet. If you click on this plus sign, you will get another sheet and another sheet and another sheet. You can add more sheet, and also you can delete sheets from your Excel book or workbook. We will take all these commands in details later when we talk about managing workbook in Microsoft Excel in a different lesson, God willing. Okay, now each sheet in Microsoft Excel consists of columns and rows. We can see here we have different columns and we have different rows. If someone asks you how many rows in each Microsoft Excel sheet and how many columns, some students usually ask, are they unlimited or limited to a specific number? The answer is the number of columns and rows in Microsoft Excel are limited to a specific number. Let's see, if we try to come here and go down, we are now in row numbers 13, 14, and go down. If you try to go down, maybe it will take a huge amount of time to get to the last row, because we have here, I will jump direct to last row using a shortcut key. We will talk about these keys later. We have 1,048,576 row in each sheet in Microsoft Excel. And if you count how many column in each Microsoft Excel sheet, you will see the total number will be 16,384 column. Okay, this is for Microsoft Excel 2016. So we have a limited number of rows and columns, but these numbers are huge. We have 1 million and more rows and 16,000 columns. Okay, by the way, if we look to any column, if we click here, we can select the whole column. Okay, now if we see this column and this row, for example column F and row 10, the intersection between the row and column is here. We call the intersection between any column and row a cell. So the intersection between column F and row 10 will be a cell. Its name is F10, which means you can give a name for each cell in Microsoft Excel. The name of any cell in Microsoft Excel will be the column name and the row number. And to double check this name, just go here to the name box and you can see it's F10, which means we are now in F10 cell. The active cell will be F10. If we click here, it will be H6. So this is the cell name. That's why they call it name box, because the name of any cell will appear in this small box. So we have column, we have row, and we have intersection between row and column. We call it cell name. Okay, now let's get started with a small example for data entry and formatting of Microsoft Excel sheet. For now I will zoom in just to make the vision or the view is more clear. From here, from this plus sign and minus sign, you can zoom in and out for Microsoft Excel, or you can drag this slider to zoom in or out. Okay, I will go to the first cell here in Microsoft Excel. It's A1, by the way, the name of the cell A1, and I will write Microsoft Excel lesson 1. Okay, now after you write, usually inside any cell, just press enter to confirm the data inside your cell. Now each cell can have a number or text or special character or formulas. So you can write you can write a number like this, you can write a text, you can write special characters, and you can write a formulas. We will see how to write a formula in lesson 2 or 3 after we finish it. Okay, now so we wrote here a Microsoft Excel lesson 1, and you have to know, if you look the Microsoft Excel lesson 1, we wrote it in cell A1, but the text extended to cell B1 and C1. It's extended, but it's an illusion, because it's actually only this text written in A1, and if you write here in the next cell, automatically, for example, if you write any number or any text, automatically that part of text will be disappear, because it's in the first cell, not on the second cell. When the second cell was empty, you can see that text, but if you fill any information on this cell, the text will be hidden from cell A1. But the question now, did that text deleted, or what happened to that text? It's not deleted, it's here. If you click here and look here, it's Microsoft Excel lesson 1, but the size of the column is small, so you have to increase the column width to see all the text inside this cell. To increase column width, go to the column titles here A, and the next column title is B. Place your cursor between A and B and click and drag. When you drag, you will expand the column width and you will see all the content of this column. You can also drag it back and minimize or make this column smaller in its size, or you can expand column size by just double click here on this line. Double click, it will make the text it will change the column width to show all its content, and they call it auto fit. And it's applicable also to the row height. If you have more text and you double click here, or you can expand the row height, so you can change the row height or column width using these separator between columns. By the way, I will delete this one and put it back. Okay, now I will write here for just to show an small example of an Excel data entry. Here I will write student name. Okay, now if we press enter, the cell will move to down or move below the current cell. Enter, it will go down. Shift enter, it will go up. Enter, shift enter. To go to the right side or to next cell on the right, press tab. Tab, it will move the cell to next tab to the right. Press shift tab, it will go back to the left. So enter, shift enter, and tab, shift tab. This is how we can move the from current cell to next cell, below or above or to the right or to the left. Also, you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard: right, left, up, below, the 4 arrow keys located on your keyboard, and you can use your mouse to move to specific cell like this or this. Okay, now I will click here and I will write math, tab, history, tab, and let's say ICT. Okay, now first of all, I will write here also, for example, Khalid, Ahmed, Juri, and Fahad. Okay, and here I will write a random numbers. It's completely random, any numbers. We don't care about numbers in this lesson, just we want to see some formatting properties for how to format cells in Microsoft Excel. Now, first of all, I would like to put this text in the middle of this table, which means this is our table and the text goes or aligned to the left of the table. I would like to move it little bit to make it here in the middle of the table. To do that, just click on the first cell and drag your mouse cursor here, then go to home, and from home select merge and center. It will merge all the cells you already highlighted and put the text in the center of these cells. If you would like to undo this, just click here again. It will split the cells again, and your text will go to the left side. So merge and center. Don't forget to highlight, then merge and center. From here you can change the color of the background of your cell, and from here the color of your text you can change it also. So this is background color or fill color, and here is font color. Okay, for this text we have a student name. maybe you can if you need to enlarge this column by dragging the separator here, or we have another option we usually use. We will make this text wrap inside the cell into two lines, which mean student in the first line and name in the second line. To do that, click on the cell and go to wrap text. From wrap text, you can notice that we have the text wrapping at the same inside the same cell into two lines. Just click middle, it will align it to middle. And for these text also, you can align them to the center of the cells. Sometimes when you wrap text, you'll see something like this. So in this case, we don't we click wrap text and we don't see anything. Just in this case, change or enlarge or change the row height, and you will see your text wrapping into two cells. This is for today. I hope it was a useful information. We will continue inshallah in lesson number 2, and we will explain more details step by steps. See you